Alright guys, here's another quick review, this time of Secret Life of Pets. Just got home from seeing it, and I have to say it was good. I was hoping for a little bit more. I would almost say there was some funny bits, but I think I almost laughed harder at the fucking little Minions video at the beginning of the movie. They see this infomercial for this blender for like 1995, so they're like, oh shit, how are we gonna get this 1995? And they break open their piggy bank, and all they have is a quarter. So they happen to look outside, and they see this lawn guy who's mowing lawns, and he gets $20. So they're like, holy shit, let's do that. So they steal the guy's equipment and go to this nursing home, and they never really, I don't think, really mow, but they're trying to like, blow leaves and maybe clean a grill, but it ends up blowing up on the one. But yeah, there were some very funny bits in just even the opening. So, but anyways, basically the movie is Max has been with this girl basically since he was a puppy. She just got him out of this box that said free puppies, which is just crazy to even think that a puppy would stay in this box that just says free puppies, which never would happen. And he grows up. I don't even know how old the dog is, but ends up growing up to be whatever. And one day she brings home this big brown dog named, or did I say his name was Max? Yeah, the dog's name was Max. Dog's name was Max. Brings home a dog, big brown dog. I don't even know what kind of dog it was, named Duke. And you later find out that he just got, that she rescued him from the pound because they end up going, or he ends up possibly going back there. But they try to, get out. Because if he goes back, he might end up being a dead dog. And then you later end up finding out about his owner. He was an old guy, so I was kind of it was kind of you could kind of see it coming. But his owner died. But he got out one day, and to chase a butterfly or a bird or whatever, ends up being probably, we don't know exactly what he was chasing after, but it was probably a butterfly. And he couldn't figure out where the hell he was. He couldn't figure out how to get back home. So, they find this wiener factory later on in the movie. Kind of knows he's in that area. Finds out when he goes to the house, there's this cat there. He's like, well, who the hell is this cat? And the cat's like, well, your owner died. And then the new owners show up, and he starts barking at him. So then the animal control takes him, which is who took two of them earlier. Because I'm trying to think even how they got out. They got out somewhere, and then they got in this alley with cats. And they took their leashes off, or they're not the leashes, but their collars off. So they look like stray dogs. Even though they had the collars on them before, I think they still took them either way. Well, the Duke had his collar on when they showed the animal control getting him earlier. So, but yeah, if you see a dog who doesn't have a fucking collar on, you're gonna be like, okay, this is a stray dog for the most part. You're thinking, so basically the rabbit, the crazy rabbit, he doesn't like humans. It's like there's some kind of adult stuff in there, like killing humans. It's like, oh wow, it's like, ooh, that's kind of a little risky there with a kids movie, but it's like they're pets, so I guess it's kind of all right, I guess. But yeah, the bunny, all these other animals, they're basically not domesticated. And then the Max and Duke, they basically say that they killed their owner, and they're like, ooh, and the rabbit's like, oh, you killed your owners. Gets him all excited, and he's like, oh, hey, tell us about it. Give us some details. And they're like, oh yeah, we put them in a blender and and whatever. So that was kind of a funny part. But so kind of the beginning part is like this other group of pets, a dog and a cat, and all these different animals are trying to get them back because they're kind of neighbors. I think the one dog, Gidget, I think was a neighbor. I think all the other animals are in the same building, like Chloe the cat. There's like a little hamster, a couple other dogs, a wiener dog, pug. I'm thinking is one was. Trying to think what other dogs there were. I'm not even sure. I can't remember. But yeah, a couple other dogs. I think there's only really one cat, but then there's a bunch of alley cats, I guess you'd say, because they were in the alley. And they're the ones who took off their collars, the Max and Duke's collars. So basically, long story short, is they, end up getting back together. Max really didn't like Duke because he was this big freaking dog, ate all the food, took up his bed, kind of took over the house almost, and Max didn't like that because he'd been there, forever, and just kind of showed up one day, and he's like, I'm going to take over everything. Kind of like what a big dog would probably do. But in the end, they get to, they get along. Max saves Duke because he gets taken by the animal control again. And then even, I don't even know what the bunny's name was. Oh, God, I don't remember what his name was. But anyways, Max and them they team up to save Duke. But also, I guess the main reason was to save Tattoo, which was a pig with a bunch of tattoos on him, and I think it was like a lizard or some sort of amphibian. Saved them mostly, but Duke was on there as well, because animal control took them again. Or actually, I guess they didn't really take him again, because they stole the animal control's vehicle, and then they crashed it, and then the same guys, even after they got freaking beat the hell up, they're still on the job. It's like, well, that's crazy. I'd be like, okay, I'm fucking done for the day. But no, these guys weren't. But yeah, in the end, they all, are friends, and I guess not the non-domesticated ones. The bunny finally finds a home. Some little girl's like, oh my god, I want the bunny and the alligator, the crocodile, and the pig, and it's like, no, and then they go running off, and the bunny's basically left alone, and he's like, oh yay, now I have a home or whatever. So, but that's basically, big dog, little dog gets this big dog, or owner gets this big dog. They don't like each other, but in the end, they end up liking each other, and they become good friends, and kind of the same. They're always kind of same basically story for the most part. But and in the end, all the owners come home, and it's kind of a tearful ending. It's like, I just want to go home and come home to my pets. Come home to my Scouter. Come home to my Scouter. And come home to my Chloe. Aww. Oh. My dogs. My girls. Chloe. Chloe, my pit bull. She's a good pit bull. She's a good pit bull though. And then we got Scouter here. We got Scouter here, my Jack Russell Chihuahua. She's a good girl too. Both good girls. So, anyways, yeah, it just made me want to come home and cuddle with my dogs. This girl sleeps with me every night. This one's a little bit too big to do that, so sometimes she does if I have a big bed to sleep in, but not here, I don't, so. But she's got her own bed. I'm kind of chilling on it right now, so this is where she sleeps, so. And if I'm home, this one's usually sleeping on this bed too, so. But anyways, Secret Life of Pets, go see it. It's pretty good. Take your kids to it. Definitely a family movie for the most part. I would say go see it, especially with your kids. They'll love it. I'd give it a one thumb up. One and a half thumbs up. I forgot to give stars to Mike and Dave, but I gave it 2 thumbs up, so it was good. I'd give that one probably a 4 out of 5. But yeah, I'd say about shit. Oh, my phone there. Oopsie. 3 out of 5. I would say for Secret Life of Pets. Good movie. Take your kids to it. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and stay tuned for more reviews and other shit.